What's the sickest you've ever been? The kind of sick where you genuinely thought you might not make it, and what happened? Got dysentery while backpacking in India. I was camping at a mediation retreat at the time, and my camp was just a little bit away from the main area, like 100 meters, not actually far, but on the other side of a bamboo grove. And no one thought to come looking for me until I'd not shown up at breakfast for 3 days. At which point I was fully unconscious, had passed bodily waste and was nearly ceased to be, too weak to lift my head enough to sip water. Someone had robbed me while I was unconscious and thankfully thrown my passport into a bush, but left me with no money at all and no credit card or anything. It was bad, very, very bad. Amazingly, all of my hippie friends were suddenly very busy elsewhere. Some backpacker from England, whom I'd not actually met before, stepped up, made a stretcher, and carried me out to the nearest place, a farmhouse about 2 km away. The farmer took me in, and his wife nursed me back to health over a couple of weeks. They were incredibly poor people, living in a mud hut with a cow dung floor. But they fed me fresh, warm milk direct from their buffalo every morning and brought me turmeric and cumin broths and whatever traditional herbal medicine. As I slowly got better, I connected a lot with the wife. She taught me how to make chapati on a clay oven and how to make a really good dal. I learned some Hindi as well. When I was finally well enough to leave, still really quite sick and weak. But I really wanted to get to civilization and cancel my credit card and see a proper doctor and stuff. I profusely thanked them both. And I neatly folded up the handspun wool blanket the farmer had given me to use. My sleeping bag was in a truly revolting state and had needed to be incinerated. But when I tried to give the man back the blanket, he flatly refused, insisting that I keep it. Obviously, I couldn't accept it. I might have been in a very poor circumstance and had zero money at all at the time, but I still had my rich Western country passport and home to go back to, and these people were poor. I couldn't take their blanket, especially after all they'd done for me. Anyway, we went back and forth for a bit, struggling because he didn't speak English, and my Hindi was only a handful of phrases at that point. Finally, I handed it to him and said, "This is your blanket. I can't accept it, but thank you for everything." And he said, "You're right, it's my blanket, and I'm giving it to you." That man changed my life. In that moment, I realized I was blocking him from giving, and that was an unpleasant thing to do to someone who had been so insanely kind to me. This was 25 years ago. I still have the blanket,